Welcome to another episode of Bandology episode. What we on? 8, 9? I think we on 9, I think. And guess who I have the privilege to be speaking to today? The voice of the marching storm. If you don't know who she is, let me tell you something. If you don't know I can't say that, can I? Can't say that.
You can.
Okay, because last time I said something like that, I almost got cussed out. Cause
It's all love.
No, you don't know. Let me tell you something. Y'all jokers down there, y'all aggressive. Y'all be mean to me. I don't know what I be doing to y'all. I didn't say nothing bad. All I know is I'm about to get cussed out talking about you ain't go to my school. Can't say that. Shout out to Brittany.
Tonight.
You said what?
Where did you go?
I went to A&T.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my college. I gotta represent, but I love the way that we got a bit of a history, like a rivalry between. We like y'all, but we don't like you like that. You get what I'm saying? But it's all love, though. It's all love, TT.
It's all love. Baby, let me tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Never mind.
I mean, hey, at this point,
I just be minding my little business on the Christmas program, baby. I think people have like such an interesting preconception about me, like when it comes to how I am off the mic. But I promise you, I'm so chill.
Oh, you and me both.
Sometimes.
I'm really a quiet person. A lot of people
Sometimes.
don't. So let me ask you a question. So what really got you into announcing? Like, how did you get into being the voice of the marching storm? Because I don't think I never asked you that question, or just in general.
I was literally I had started. It was 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I started hosting events. I marched in the storm from like 11 to 13. And then I played trumpet, actually. A lot of people don't know that.
You played trumpet, TT?
I played trumpet since I was 10 years old.
Wow. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. But I've marched in the storm from 11 to 13. They called me Jill Scott.
Not Jill Scott.
Yeah, that was my name of love. But I started hosting events in 14 because I said to myself, I don't want to just be an alum who just says, well, I was in the band and that's it. I was a mass communications major, minor in Spanish. And so I wanted to be able to really hone in on what I wanted to do with my career a long time and really write my ticket. And so one of my cousins mentioned, hey, you should start hosting events. I actually didn't want to start hosting events. I was scared. But, I'm one of the baby cousins. So when they tell you to do something, it's not an option. And that led me to actually everything that I do today. Dr. Zachary caught wind of me hosting events and literally was like, I want to try you out to be the announcer. And then we went on to El Paso for the battle on El Dorado in Fort Bliss. And we did a run through, and the producers of the event was like, hey, we need her to host the whole event. So it was me, Alcorn, Mississippi Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the three schools. They had the announcers come in and do the intros while the bands marched in, but they had me stay and host the entire event. So literally I had to go to the press box, do the hosting, and then we literally came down, performed from the press box, and then walked right back up to the press box to finish hosting the event.
Wow.
We won first place in everything but drum major. And that was over 10 years ago.
Dang.
And the rest is history. Yeah, and I've been announcing ever since, yeah.
Okay, so question. So if I want to go into the announcing side of the band world, because I've been told I can do it. I just gotta, what type of tips and suggestions would you give me to actually, if I want to do this? I don't know, be full-time, probably like part-time.
The first piece of advice I'll tell anyone who's aspiring to be an announcer is there's no such thing as part or full-time.
Okay.
Commitment is on a whole nother level. 1 minute, you might be in off-season where you may have a couple of sporadic events with the band, college tours, HBCU United NBA games, all of that jazz, but then things might pop up. And then also, out of the blue, you may have a full-on 3 months worth of just everything. Where the band goes, you go. So you have to keep that in mind. When their call time is 3 a.m., so is yours.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
Ooh.
let's say, especially like for Prairie View, we have State Fair Classic,
Oh yeah.
which is a whole 4-day tour.
You said
We're
4 days.
literally, yeah, we're normally there from Thursdays to Sundays. Thursday to Sunday, and from, I want to say about, honestly, I never sleep that Thursday night, actually. I don't go to
Mm.
sleep until I get on the bus. That's when I know I've done everything. I've packed everything. My hair is done. My nails done. I got all my stuff that I'm going to use out. And then you get on the bus. So a lot of people assume, oh, yeah, I'm going to just come, say my little 1-2, and go. You're doing so much more than announcing. I'm sure I can speak for almost every HBCU band announcers that you also serve as an additional mentor to your, respective band organization. A lot of these babies, I've mentored a lot of them because a lot of people don't know. I actually host a lot of events at Prairie
Mm.
View. So sometimes you literally are the driver for recruitment efforts, student body engagement, and alumni connection activities. And you have to be very willing and ready to show up at almost any time.
Mm.
And it sometimes you got to show up even when you don't feel like showing up. But from a professional like craft standpoint, of course, always locate your mic first.
Mm.
No matter what, when everybody marching into the stadium, after everybody done sat down, people always see me start walking around the sideline. I'm
Mm.
looking for my mic. I'm looking for the people who's going to hand me my mic. I'm trying to confirm whether or not I'm going to be on the field or the press box. Know your style, and then know your crowd. Be discerning.
Mm.
I would honestly, I would even take a psychology course on
Mm.
like human behavior, because you'd be amazed at how learning how human behavior is a whole nother, like learning how humans act, learning how humans respond to certain things can actually pour into your craft
Mm.
as an announcer. Know that sometimes mistakes are made and you have to be extemporaneous and you have to be ready to move. The show must go on. Things happen. How are you going to play that off? You
Mm.
know, capitalize on every moment. You set the tone. You set the tone. And you carry it. Understand the style of your band. Everybody's not like me. A lot of people ain't like me.
Oh
So
yeah.
style of band that we have, I'm incorporated into the show. Oftentimes even into the arrangement. People don't realize that.
Mm.
Versus other bands, the announcer is more of an accessory to the band. I'm actually integrated into the band show so I can actually bring in the audience into it. So you have to know your vision. You have to know what your directors are looking for. And you have to trust your gift above all else. Trust your
Mm.
gift,
Oh yeah.
because there's a reason why you were chosen to render those services. You
Hmm.
know. Mm-hmm.
You know what's so crazy? Either I knew for a fact I was going to become a minister or a public speaker. I knew for a fact. I just didn't know what. But then God has a funny way of just switching everything at the right
Mm-hmm.
moment. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you know what? I could actually do this.
Yeah.
But also have to remember with that type of skill and stuff like that, I have to humble myself because sometimes I could be a little bit ignorant. Little bit ignorant. I'm not like what's the dude off of at Florida A&M? I ain't like him. I ain't. You know who I'm talking about. We not going to disclose that. I'm not trying to get cussed out today.
We love Unc over here.
we love him. We love him,
We do.
but
We do.
that.
Yeah, we do.
But I got a question though, and because I have connections with Southern. Now that time that Southern came to y'all and y'all turned the lights off on them,
Mm-hmm.
why y'all do that to them?
Okay, we didn't turn the lights off on Southern. The facilities turned the lights off on us.
Oh, they said you
I
had to
want
get.
I want y'all to know that this is not. Ooh, I'll even say this. This is not 2015,
Mm,
where fifth quarters could go as long as you wanted them to go. I
mm,
want y'all to know that we be over there sometimes getting put out our own stadiums, even when we still have more to play in our book.
dang.
But there's always the assumption of y'all put us out, baby. We play with the lights off too. So
Mm,
if at least I did at any moment, like, if you know your music, you know your music.
mm,
And at the end of the day, I love when the lights go out.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Because the energy goes up. Everybody's like, it's a sensory thing. Like, I don't know, like you lose one sense, you feel everything else intensifies. And so when you can't see, and music is just color played in a soundful form. Like at the end of the day, baby, all I see is people using their cell phone lights, and it take me back to a moment where it's like, oh yeah, we finna get unhinged, and we're gonna have a good time. I love it.
Oh
but
yeah.
No, there was no cut the lights off so y'all can go to rescue us from fifth quarter.
That's what I was thinking.
Jukebox. Oh my God, we're so scared. Oh my God, they're gonna blow us out of our stadium. Help! 911. Help me, Jesus! Ayúdame en el nombre de Cristo también.
Yo, what?
No, love, no.
No, I just had to ask that question because I was just curious. I never knew what happened because I don't, like I said, I was trying to go down there for.
I want to say, what, like 2 years ago?
I think that
come back now.
I think 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's a fifth quarter. You got to be prepared for the unforeseen in fifth quarter.
Oh yeah.
But there's been many a times where, like, security, they people coming up to us telling, all right, there's your fifth on, get on the pot of here. You know, even when we at Cotton Bowl, like, and I don't like it. I feel like give them at least an hour.
You said an hour?
Give the bands at least an hour. Give the bands, when we played Alcorn and did fifth quarter and Alcorn, they in the rain.
I remember that. Oh my God, that was a whoo.
I was over there dance battling with the Qs. The Qs at Alcorn High.
I'm weak.
How you doing? Not playing.
No.
ATT. My dad's a Q. Shout out to my dad. Got really about the Q. Okay, fall 74.
74.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That was. That's
but no. We an hour and 20 minutes plus in the rain, just grooving. Black Foxes and ponchos trying to dance. Alex done torn the ponchos off. The whole dance line took the ponchos out. It was a whole mood, like, and I think that was one of my first time really like paying attention even to the Golden Girls. And I was just like, oh baby, to walk down the steps. This is a whole battle squad. I love a good hard dance.
Oh yeah.
But no, there was no, oh my God, we're scared. We're just, because if that's the case, we wouldn't just live.
You do got a point. You do have a point. But you know, some people going to say, nah, PV was scared. Nah, I don't think.
Well, you know, they think we're the whitest HBCU band in the SWAC. So.
But you know what's so crazy? I don't think that.
I don't either. I just feel like we have our own style. I feel like we have our own sound. And I feel like we're ever evolving.
Oh, yeah.
So it is what
we don't care. Look, at the end of the day, I can't say that. Never mind. I'm not going to say that because Alcorn probably get mad at me if I say that. Not going to be ignorant today. I'm on my best behavior. But
the Golden Girls.
No, you're not. You're not saying it right. It's Golden. I can't get it right.
You know, I can't do it like because I just woke up from a nap. But my boy Melton used to really the Golden Girls.
Yeah, he used to be getting it.
He always had a classic sound as an announcer. I believe he's the head director of bands at Mississippi Valley now.
He is?
Yeah.
No, he's not. No, he is.
Last time I checked.
He is.
I know he on that staff. I know he's on that Christmas program.
Oh. See, it's a lot of things I need to. It's a lot of things I don't really be keeping up with, but I know I need to. But okay. I'm trying, TT. You don't understand. It's hard trying to keep up with everything, man.
I promise you are talking to one of the most ambiverted, on the closer to the introverted side announcers that, you're living with. A lot of people think she probably just be outside.
I'd be in the house, to be honest with you.
I mind my business. I don't bother nobody.
Oh, no. So I got another question for you. So when it comes to traveling wise, are y'all coming? Well, let me see. I know y'all going to the National Battle of the Bands in Houston. Am I correct? That's coming up.
Actually, I don't know that.
Y'all not going?
I'm not saying we're not going. I said I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
I want you to know, from an announcer's perspective, this is technically my off season.
Mm.
And it's a very short window. Like it'll go from, oh, you're handling all the college tours and da 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 da. And then you'll sit still for like a month or so. And then freshman band camp
Mm.
or high school band camp, freshman band camp, full band camp, boom, into the season. I have probably like another like maybe 3 weeks tops, maybe,
Mm.
before things start buzzing. But I don't know. Normally they make an announcement too.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard anything about
I
it.
ain't seen the press box. I would like to go to the press box. I ain't seen the press conference. I would like to go to a press conference. I want to be amongst my people.
Oh yeah.
But no, I hope so.
I hope so, because I think this year I'm trying to do a little bit more traveling, and I'm trying to actually.
Come on out. Even if we're not, come on out.
Yeah, I got to go to Southern. I guess I'll go to y'all Texas.
They have one coming up too, right? There's a battle of the bands over there. I think it was like Southern, Jackson, Gremlin.
But I don't want to be.
Langston.
I don't want to go to that one. No.
I feel like that's gonna be T.
But that's gonna be ignorant. T, that's ignorant. T. I don't know about that. And knowing how I am, I don't like to be around. Because it's a different status now. You got to think about it. I just can't go anywhere in this band world and actually just step out. I can't do that, T. I can't do it.
That's my ministry, but that's not my jurisdiction.
Yeah, because I'm like, because you got to think about it. I get DMs after DMs and people. I love the attention, I do, but honestly, I'd rather just stay to myself and don't bother nobody and I think people don't understand that in this band world. Like when I was in college, I didn't really bother a lot of people. I stayed to myself, but it just band taught me how to be more mature. If that makes sense, and it kind of gravitated me towards what I'm doing now. Because I don't even think you probably didn't know I did professional podcasts before this, did you? Oh, that's right. Dang, you didn't know that. Nobody really knew that.
I just started consistently using my TikTok like this month.
Because I saw your TikTok. I was like, this TT on the mic. I said, wait a minute. I said, let me see if I get it on my podcast.
I was just bored one day and I was like, you have a lot of stuff in your vote. You need to go ahead and put that out there so people can know who you are and what you do.
Oh, yeah. And since now that you're on the podcast, people going to be like, oh, shoot, that's TT. I know it. But I try to, my goal is to, I don't want to put myself first, but I want to put others, give everybody opportunity to actually grow. And so I think this would be a perfect opportunity for you to actually, because there's a lot of connections that I have, TT. A lot.
Really?
Yes, TT. I'm not trying to be funny. So if you need something, you just let me know what you need and I can see what I could do because it's a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, you told me I could get this and do that? Oh. But I don't really.
It's so much. And I feel like everything is ministry. Everything that I do is ministry. That's why I'm so passionate about it, baby. That's why I can still do it to this day because people don't understand like the commitment that comes behind what we do. So for instance, I came in 11, right? I came into the March of Storm in 11. I was actually the oldest crab in my crab class. I was an early childhood teacher before I went off to Prairie View.
Wait.
I actually was a transfer student. Went to Cedar Valley Community College, then left there, went to Frederick Douglass Academy. Did that for about a couple of years until the school closed down. And then I went back to Cedar Valley Community College, got my life in order, and then transferred to Prairie View. And never looked back. I always wanted to go to Prairie View, but I had to get myself in order and alignment. But I grew up in the bandhead era, baby. I'm talking about like before Drumline came out, when we had marching, sport, and band tube.
Yep.
And I remember you could identify the sound of the bands by their sound, not by their uniform. So my first time really, really seeing HBCU bands was like State Fair Classic, Cotton Bowl. That's when I saw Grambling and Prairie View. But outside of Grambling and Prairie View, I think it was when I got in band at PV. Then I went first game, Swack MEAC Challenge 2011, Bethune-Cookman, TSU, Southern, Jackson. I didn't know what a Mumford was, right? I ain't never marched into a Mumford stadium. And I want to say to like my last year.
Oh
If
wow.
I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
Was that 2013?
Yeah. Was it? Did we go to Southern my crabby? Because I know sometimes they come here. I remember when we even had a battle of the bands like between us and Jackson at Prairie View, and I emceed it. I can't remember. Was it 11 or 13?
13. Y'all was small back in the day.
Yeah, we were even smaller in 12.
Dang. So I got a question. Mm-hmm. So this is what I've been trying to figure out for the longest when it comes to recruitment. I think it was from 2017 to 19. How did y'all get the students to actually be on board on the vision of what Prairie View has to offer? Because I've been trying to figure this out for the longest.
We had a heck of a staff.
Cause y'all was scary back in 2017. Yeah. God knows.
We had a heck of a staff. I think that played a lot into strategizing, outreach, and even incorporate. Mind you, I host the college tours. So the elementary school days, the middle school days, the high school days, the new student orientations. I hosted all of that. The band is there performing. The band is advising. And who's the announcer? Me. Who's the host? Me. Disseminating. If you want to join this, they're paying attention. If I paid attention at 14 in that stadium, in the Cotton Bowl, I know they're paying attention on this college tour. And don't let it be a hump day and you done seen all the Greeks outside. You done seen, yeah. So, and that's just my side of it. But there are still opportunities for when the staff went out to the schools, went out to different countries, went to the Bahamas.
The Bahamas?
And recruited. Yeah.
What is
like we've had a lot of Bahamian students that came through Prairie View.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Even one of our former assistant band directors, band captains came from the Bahamas. There was a few of them. Yeah. So I think it's about that's more of a Dr. Zachary question because his vision behind how he wants to bring in students, that's something that's above my scope of support. But they be outside. Like there'll be times where I just call Doc or Bria or Hot randomly, and hey T, I'm about to go into this audition. What's up? And I'm like, nothing, just say hey. They outside. They outside. So, country. They be outside.
They be outside. Yeah, that's all I was just trying to figure out because it's a lot of stuff that because eventually I do want to be able to host certain events and actually bring former band directors to my events to actually kind of like what Jackson State did, but I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it completely different where I actually kind of like, how can I say this without trying to say, like I will pay for, like give scholarships so they won't have to go and try to work out. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I'm going to do, but I just want to be able to, the first is get these kids inspired to want to be in band because a lot of these kids now, they want to be out in the streets. They want to do this and do that. And I'll be trying to explain to these. That's why I'll be doing a lot of high school stuff on my page right now to keep the kids like, oh, shoot, he posts me. He posts our band. So,
it matters.
It does. And a lot of people don't.
I still have babies like that came to a college tour at a Pantherland Day or high school, or I think it was a high school day or Pantherland Day. And I saw them in the stands when the band was performing. They were dancing. And so I literally called them out the stands and they got in formation and they started throwing stand routines. And it was so beautiful to me because while they thinking, oh, she just showing us love, like you'd be amazed at how the stuff that I see now just always brings me back to my childhood and what got me so in love with band and this HBCU just culture and everything that we do. I was that girl that used to dance and battle in the stands. I was the girl that used to battle the drill teams.
Oh, wow.
Chunky and all. I used to be in high school giving them people grief in them stands at them football games. I used to be the one, even in college, battling Panther Dolls and Black Foxes. Shout out to my sister Rachel. And we used to cut up at the basketball games. Do you hear me?
No, I believe it. I believe it.
Any moment, baby. People don't know. I'm quick to throw my phone and throw what I know immediately. If I'm feeling it,
Oh yeah.
like I'm about to cut up. So when I saw them come down and they lined up and they did their thing and they threw not only Black Fox stands, they threw J-set stands, Dancer Dog stands, some from their school, and people was like, "Why? That's crazy for y'all to be in front of that HBCU and throwing different skins." I don't think you understand the big picture, and the message here is HBCU impact is so important that they're able to come to an HBCU and showcase what they know and how what we do impact them. If you think we finna beef with some kids at a college tour, you crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, like that they were supposed to do that. I called them down for that. But to this day, that's what keeps them inspired. I've had kids where I went to their school in DeSoto, and a few months later they were at my college tour.
Oh wow.
4 years later, they've graduated, joined organizations, joined grad school, and I've been a part of all of that. So it matters. So really just write your vision and make it plain. You know that.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I know that.
Make sure you just know how to articulate what it is that you really want to do and where you want to go with your vision. And I promise you, nobody can do you like you. No one's supposed to be in your lane. That's why it's your lane.
Oh yeah, you preaching today, girl. You want to? Can we get a congregation?
You know
what's up?
People always like, TT, do you minister? A little bit. Unintentionally. Okay. Maybe for years, I was the unofficial chaplain of the Marching Storm. So before we leave off, I'm praying. You know? But it's like, I just love what I do. And I know that without God, none of it would have happened.
Yep.
And I love that everything that I like, you know, sometimes in life you think, man, some people are so sure of their life. Some people are so sure of their career. I spent many times and many years thinking like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And God was like, girl, if you don't shut up, you are already there. You are already there, mama. And so, you know, all of it is confirmation.
You want to know?
I love what I do, man.
You want to know something crazy? Now we're going to end it. Let me tell you something. You thinking, I tell anybody that looks at me, they's like, you was, how can I say this? I really didn't want to do this at first when it comes to like reacting to marching band stuff, because when I was in band, I went to pure hell. And I said, I didn't want to do that no more. And so I remember, I'll give you a little backstory. I remember sitting, I think I was, what was I, in my room? And I'm just sitting there, and the Lord spoke to me, said, I want you to do this marching band reaction, YouTube, and go, you know, at first I wanted to stream it. God said, nah, I want you to do YouTube. And I'm looking up. I said, Lord, what do you mean do YouTube? I failed twice already, because I did a relationship YouTube and I did a self-motivation YouTube, and that didn't get me nowhere. So I'm sitting there like, Lord, I don't want to do this. So then he said, do it. And I said, okay. So I got the courage to get up out my comfort zone. I literally sat down. I wrote down. I was trying to figure out a name. And then the name that I heard was Bougie, because I'm bougie, which I'm like, oh, that fits me perfectly. Because people say I'm bougie all the time. And I said, okay. That's where my name come from. It's like, it's not because like
I was like, okay, bougie man.
Yeah, that's where my name come from. Yeah, it's clocking.
No.
Oh, wait. This is this one or this one? Which one is it?
Middle finger.
That's what I did, T. That's what I did.
No, I'm talking about for those who don't know.
Oh, my fault.
For those of us who think the gospel has gone too far.
Oh, come on, GP, are you with me? But I told anybody, obedience is better than sacrifice. And when I did that, I'm telling you, I took my channel from 300 subs to all the way to 7,000 based off being obedient. Yeah. And one of the videos that I wasn't going to do it at first, but God literally said, I need you to do it. And I said, what the world? And it got over 4.1 million views. Yeah. And I said, Lord, this ain't nothing but you. I said, but you know, it's just my journey and where I came from. That's why I'd rather be around people that's been through the same thing that I've been through. We can relate. So, you know, it's just amazing just having conversations about certain things and just really just giving God the praise.
You know, when you're obedient, then you have the audacity to dream about where you can go.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm in my favorite little storybooks as a child. All the places you can go.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just wanted to march in this band. That was my dream. I just wanted to play the trumpet. Being from Dallas, everybody competes at a high school level to see who's going to perform at State Fair Classic. Never got to do it because we always lost to Townview. No shape. But
Townview? Where's that at?
Townview was one of those amazing performing arts schools in Dallas. And I want to say, look at them from like 2002 to 2007.
Townview. I'm putting this in my phone.
Townview Magnet. Yeah. I'm telling you now, they don't even have a football team. And they have colleges. Like their school is like set up like colleges. Like I think my nephew graduated from the School of Law. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So but just seeing that and then being able to like perform, on that field for the first time in 11 after everything that I made it through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then going off and announcing and hosting and what do you mean getting a degree? What do you mean being a voice for so many people? What do you mean carrying like this heavy torch? What do you mean making history? I'm the only female HBCU band announcer in the swag.
Mm-hmm.
And respectfully, when I walk in, I'm there.
Oh yeah.
Everybody like, I had to come look for you.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'll just be like, hey, where the turkey legs at?
Hey, little turkey legs, you ain't lying.
Like, people think it's, when you come in, I bet you be ready to fight. And I bet y'all be beefing. Baby, we be up there talking about what we finna do this weekend, what we finna eat, where we from. Like, me and Bedell from Southern, literally family. That's Dr. Zachary's crab brother, actually. I love him like he my own uncle. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. I just feel like you have to really, really trust yourself because there's so much more that's coming. But I think the obedience is if you just trust me and just do this, I promise you everything that I'm gonna add on to you, you would have never dreamed of.
Oh yeah.
When y'all start seeing me on TV shows and on movies and winning Emmy Awards and Oscars and Tonys and all it's possible.
Oh yeah, it is.
When you start seeing me performing on Broadway, and a lot of people don't know I did acting.
You did?
I wanna act. Yeah. Everything I'm doing now is just the very beginning. And then being able to do it not only just at Prairie View, because I'm not a one-dimensional announcer, but being able to go up to like Houston-Tillotson University, FAMU. I have so many more HBCUs on my list. Then doing it on like an NBA and NFL level. It's coming. But I just have to start with just, okay, I know you're scared, T. I know you're nervous. We're just going to try it out. And whether they receive you or not, that's not your concern. I just need you to start. They didn't like me. People did not like me my first year as an announcer. I literally got so much flack. But I still lit up a whole Georgia Dome.
Oh yeah.
Nobody else did that like I did after a mishap.
Oh yeah. But it's amazing, just like I said. And I think for me as well, I think the way that God is trying to take me is more of being like I said, a public speaker. And I love to speak. Yeah. But sometimes I don't like to talk to people. And I try to explain that to everybody. I like you, but I don't want to talk to you 24/7. That's not who I am. I be trying to let people know this. And they still think, oh, he want to talk to me. Half the time when I see notifications on my phone, I don't even look at it. I see it and I put my phone down because I'm not interested right now. But I know that God is going to put me in a position where I'll be able to actually host certain events, do this and do that. Like that's why I don't sit. I just said, Lord, I trust you. Even though I was scared to do this, I trust. Well, not the interview, but the YouTube and TikTok. Yeah. I didn't expect this stuff to blow up. I said, people ask me, how did you do it? I said, the Lord. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I just He
will set it in your heart. And you just have to. You have to listen. The things that keep you up at 4:31 at night in the morning. You have to listen to that. It's a reason. And it's going to keep doing this until you listen. And it's going to eat you up if you don't do it and you see somebody else do it. So that's why they say obedience is better than sacrifice. Because you might want to listen. Because if I show you what could have been yours, but you didn't want to obey. I think the spookiest thing I heard is when you die, and it's like you walking down a hallway, and it's all these rooms and all these blessings, and you're like, "What's that?" And your angels walking you to your final resting place, and they're like, "Oh, those are all the things that you didn't go after. Those are all the blessings you didn't get because you ain't trust God."
Oh yeah, and a lot of people.
Like, it just struck me because I'm just like, dang, I don't feel like leaving the house today. I don't feel like talking to people. I remember 2 years ago, my uncle passed away, and I had to like literally say my goodbyes over the phone at homecoming in the press box. You know, but if anybody understood what this meant to me, they knew that my uncle would have been the most understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I literally was crying in the press box, got myself together, and then went back down, performed the whole halftime show, and then hosted a whole nother event. But I promise you, blessings came from that.
Oh yeah.
The fifth quarter where the lights went out on Southern, right? We marched out. I went to tailgate and got booked for a whole wedding.
You know, you might have to. You have to. Can you speak at my wedding? Like,
I can.
How much you would charge? Because I'm so serious. We talk. I'm serious because when I do get married one day, yeah. Because I don't want. Listen, I'm picky when it comes to certain things.
I love, and I think that of course it all ties in together because you go from HBCU culture to HBCU love to HBCU wedding. It was a PV versus Southern wedding. Yeah, it was amazing. One of my best weddings I've hosted in my tenure of hosting weddings, and I've gotten booked for 3 other weddings just from that wedding. One on the dance floor while at that wedding.
Oh wow!
So yeah, you really have to trust God because at any moment He could be a blessing. All you have to do is just be in alignment. I know you don't understand why I told you to go to this random stop sign and just wait, and then boom, it's either a blessing, a breakthrough, or something He was protecting you from.
And that's like I had a situation, TT, where I was at the gas station. Now you know what? Huh? You said what?
Do I need?
No. Ain't like that. So I was at the gas station about to get gas. I know how to handle myself. I'm good. So I'm at the gas station and I'm about to pump my gas. I promise you, I was about to pick up the little nozzle, and this lady came out of nowhere and says, "Hey, I'm homeless. Can you help me with gas?" Now, since I had the money, I'm not the type of person. If I have it, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna bless you with it. So I said, okay, sure. I said, turn your car around, and I started, she backed in. I took the thing off, started pumping her gas, and she was like, yeah, I'm trying to get something to eat. And then this is what I promise you, I felt like this was a test. See, because you never know what God is He's going to put in front of you. So I'm sitting there pumping. I'm like, Lord, I said, why this lady asked me out of all people? There's like 2 other people on the pump, but she asked me. He was like, just watch. And so I'm filling up the gas tank, and then I get this like, God, you know how God be speaking to you, be like, hey, I want you to tell her to go to McDonald's and see if she gonna do that. So I went to McDonald's, after I pumped, she done drove off. I'm thinking she gonna meet me at McDonald's. And what makes the story very interesting is sometimes we don't know what God be having in store for us until we actually be in the act of it. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, we're gonna have a conversation. I can help her get back on her feet. No. After I left the gas station, went up to the McDonald's up the street, she wasn't there. So I'm like, I said, Lord, I said, you I said, what you told me to, I said, what? And I'm sitting there like, and then I had an interesting conversation with an older lady, and she was like, you know what? She said, what did she tell me? She said she asked you for some money, didn't she? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I would never done that. But sometimes in the brink of it all, even if I had the money, I still felt like I would have done it because of my heart. And a lot of people need to have the heart to do and help people. And it showed me something. I could have been on the internet and bashed that woman. But the Lord said, don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Because
could have literally, she could have been your divine alignment to get you out of somewhere where danger was nearby.
yeah.
And maybe her sole purpose was to move you to
Mm.
a safer space. And that was how she was able to be used to move you.
Oh
I'll
yes.
never forget, I used to drive Lyft full
Mm.
time while also hosting events. This is pre-pandemic.
Mm.
And I'm in downtown Houston. And if you know anything about downtown Houston, baby, you do not
Mm.
talk to strangers. You mind
Nope.
your business. You go on about your day.
Lock your car.
This lady was sitting at a gas station with a shredded back right tire, just toe up.
Mm.
And I was like, girl, I hope you're all right. And she could barely speak English. She was Brazilian. I could tell by her Portuguese accent. And I was like, you all right? She came over and asked me for help. And I ended up staying with her, helping her get roadside assistance. They came, they got her lug nut. She didn't even know where her tire lock, the little lug nut lock was. And I was like, baby, check your glove compartment. Check your glove compartment. They found a dude, came out, changed the tire, got her together. And she didn't even know how to use her insurance to call the people. I called the people, did all of that stuff. And she sat there and she said, God is going to put you in a place where millions of people are going to know your name and hear your voice. And she's like, don't worry about right now. Don't worry about what you're going through. God is going to put you in a place where you are going to touch millions and millions of people. I was like, this is my third time hearing that from people who don't even know who I am. She didn't know anything about me. Do you know we sat in that car and prayed? And she covered me. Matter of fact, it was around this time of year because she was coming from watching the World Cup. And I was just like, man, thank you. That's all I needed was just a little encouragement. Like, thank you. But I just had to be obedient because I could have left her there.
Oh yeah.
And she looked like a very vulnerable woman. Her husband was like, wherever he was going on the trip, he didn't even want her to leave the house. So she wasn't supposed to be out there.
Yep.
And then all that stuff happened. So I was like, girl, go home, girl. Go home, girl, for your man. Like, girl, why you outside? I swear. But no, I get it. Like, sometimes you got to do stuff you don't feel like doing, or you might feel skeptical, but it literally could be your pivot. It could be your transportation to your pivot. And you just have to trust it. And even if you don't trust it, if you know it's from God, you have to obey it.
Oh yeah.
You do. And so I think a lot of stuff I do is like, I might love it, but sometimes I don't feel like doing it. Sometimes I don't feel like being in a stadium full of 60,000 people and having to talk and having to be around and kiki and kaka. Sometimes I just want to sit at home and binge watch Grey's Anatomy.
Hello, you ain't. Hello, that's
it. With my dog. I have a Shih Tzu Maltese mix. Me and him just be snuggled up. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything. But where would I be? I'm sure, there's a lot of things that if Jesus could be honest about, he would, probably ain't want to have to be crucified, but he knew that was what he was called to do.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the least I could do was be obedient. But it gets ghetto, I'll say. It do get ghetto. But I love what I do, man. I just, we'll see where God has in store for both of us. And I'm happy, I am.
And lastly, do you know Mac?
That name sounds real familiar.
You that's your husband that you like to call. I'm sorry, Mac. My fault. So I'm actually working with him now when it comes to doing content and stuff. So we've been talking, conversing here and there, stuff like that. And I told him I was gonna have you on the show. Did I tell him? Did I tell him that? Who did I told somebody. I don't know if I told him. But no, but seriously. But yeah, we are about to make some waves in this marching band community. And a lot of people are kind of like they're asleep. Because they don't understand, like, it's literally about to be a whole entire show. Like, and people they're not seeing it. And that's okay.
They don't have to.
They don't gotta see it. They never do.
See the vision with me. They didn't see the vision with me back in 15. That ain't stopped now. Check. Getting my account.
Oh yeah.
You know, they ain't like me then. Some of them don't like me now.
Well,
I'm still on the Christmas program, baby. La 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 la. I'll look to you.
Now, can I ask you a question? Could you do the PVQ? I just want to hear you say it.
Nah, that's gonna cost you about $3,000.
$3,000.
No,
hold on, $3,000. You hold on, that my pension ain't that much right now. You $3,000.
Unless you wanna give it.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
I just playing. No, I can do it. I always, baby, I be at airports doing the child.
Yeah, because I just want to hear it because it's different. Because I heard Dr. Bedell do it. I'm like, oh snap! Wait a minute. Oh yeah. I made him do it. Yeah, he did it. He said, yes. Because I want to hear from the actual source, not on YouTube, but actual source.
Dang, I'm really a source.
Yes.
Oh yes. I'm a source, y'all.
Yes, because I done heard everything. Yeah, when y'all went to Jackson, I heard everything. Yeah.
Fun fact, that was not me. I was stuck at the airport crying because TSA wouldn't let me on because they thought my Studio Pro Beats headphones were some sort of suspicious device that had to keep getting ran through. Yeah, and I missed my flight by like 2 minutes.
So that wasn't you?
So I taught my protege and taught him the show within 30 minutes prior to halftime on FaceTime.
So that
was not me. I was in Houston. That was me at the Celebration Bowl.
Oh yeah,
that was not me at the SWAC Championship, which really that day was crazy because I had a whole other event. So I was gonna do a Mission Impossible where flew to Jackson, performed, left right after halftime, went right back to the airport, got back on a flight, come back to Houston, get dressed, go and host a whole nother event for Delta Sigma Theta, and then I was gonna be done. And then that next week's Celebration Bowl. But things happened.
Yeah, that's so
and I was heartbroken. I was boo-hooing, but I was like, I gotta teach him the show. And Doc people were like, oh my God, he gonna kill you. No, he was like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, we know what we're gonna do. But I've been training up Zay for a hot minute, and he has been doing a great job. Some people thought that was me.
I thought it was.
She sounded a little sick, but because I was like, she sounded a little deeper than normal.
I thought so. I was like, that sound like her, but I said, I didn't.
That's my baby. That's one of my kids. He's a recent Prairie View graduate.
Oh,
and he does a lot for like even our media team. He's amazing, and he sometimes I can't be two places at once. So one year when we had a Rockets performance and the Trailblazers performance in Portland, half the band went to Portland, half the band went to Houston. He performed at Houston. I performed at Portland. Yeah. So then I came back that next year and hosted HBCU night with Hardbody Kiati. And it was PV versus Grambling. And I announced for both PV and Grambling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Grambling's announcers. I don't.
Long live LT.
Long live LT. But let me tell you something. Yeah. Sometimes I kind of got a little bit bored with them. I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I can't sit there and lie. I got bored because I'm like, I get they trying to throw shots at Southern. I get it. I get it. But it didn't captivate me to the point where I'm about to, I felt it in my spirit, not spirit, spirit. I'm just saying, T. Just saying.
I love them.
I love them. Yeah, they great. But it's sometimes what they be saying, I'm like, you should have never said that. You should have said something different. I guess the way that my brain thinks.
Yeah.
That's just me.
That's the woes of the job as an announcer. Sometimes you could prepare the meal and it just don't hit like you thought it would when you get on the mic. Even if you got it down to a science, sometimes certain things just don't hit until you incorporate everything into the matter. Because sometimes people just not in the mood. It ain't even about you. Sometimes people just not feeling it. Sometimes biases, other times you just did not do as good as you thought. But what I love about Grambling is they are very classic to their sound, just like Southern, just like Jackson, just like a lot of a lot of these amazing HBCU programs. I think it's gonna be just great to see them this year. I can't wait to see them. Every time I see Grambling on the sideline, it's always a struggle of like trying to hug and love on everybody and then get to my position. Okay, because last year I was walking through Grambling trying to get to the 50 to start announcing, because literally get all tied together. So I love my announcers. I love my announcer community. I feel like we should show up more. We should definitely hang out more. You know what I'm saying? But I love us. And I definitely want to do more of that, because a lot of them, I don't know their names until I know their names, but I know their faces and I know their voices. Like Reggie from who's that? South Carolina? Is that who we played for Celebration Bowl?
Yeah, South Carolina. Yep.
Yeah. Their announcer, 25 years, Reggie. 25 years of announcing, and that was his last game. He retired. Bidell, I believe, 25 plus.
Yep.
Even more. And I'm just like, dang, how y'all get there? And I mean, I know how y'all get there, because I mean, I'm doing it. But dang, y'all got kids and a wife. Like when? Because it's different as a male announcer, because you can just, and you still have your commitments. But as a woman, I have to literally plan my birthing plan around a lot of stuff if I want to announce throughout the season, even after I was having a kid. So the things you think about.
Oh yeah.
If I got married, like I'd be a fool to get married during football season.
Whew.
I've missed family weddings because they had them on Labor Day Classic.
My birthday is actually coming around the corner, close to Labor Day.
Really?
Oh yeah, August 31st.
Very good. Very good.
One of the best days ever. It should be a national holiday.
It should be a national holiday.
It should be. But
mine is near one. Mine, right by MLK. I'm January 17th.
Oh, bless your heart. Oh,
I don't trip about it.
It's too cold.
January is a long year.
Oh Jesus. It's not.
We're going to Curacao next year, y'all. I'm doing solo trips all 27.
But you know what? That's what my plan is. That's why I've been just meeting people. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and end this podcast. I'll catch y'all in the next podcast. I'll see y'all soon. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Thank you, TT, for joining me.
TV.
Bandology out. Peace.